Welcome back to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast reviews of movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 425, and as always, it is your nerds. You're going to hear the host of the show alongside my wonderful co-host. And go to
Yo, peoples of the internet.
hello, everybody. Come directly to your face on Twitch and on YouTube, or on the audio replay when you get this on Saturday, because this is your Saturday morning review. And as always, we're here to review a movie that's come out in the month. And today we're going to be discussing The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. But before that, what's up, Brad?
I think I ate that pecan pie too fast.
Yeah, I think you did too, bro. you know.
Kind of sound that shit like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That did not look fun.
Ugh. You know, it tasted delicious, but like.
You're like, oh shit, I gotta talk. Oh man, what's going on, man? How's the day been? What you been up to? I know you're gonna say work.
Fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
Glad the weekend's here.
They're not gonna call right now, are they?
Oh god, I hope not.
I'm fucking tired. Oh man. Oh, Brad's like, I just want to podcast with my podcast friends.
I want to do podcast shit with my podcast friends.
Yep. Oh man, dude, it's what's it called? A wonderful Thursday here. We're here to do our Saturday morning review. I have been making my way through the Conjuring Universe films. I've watched every single Conjuring film in this universe.
Why did you put yourself through that? Like, I know we had a reason to go through Terminator because Bryce actually paid for that, but there was no reason to do that to yourself.
Rachel was like, I want to get through them. And I told Rachel, okay, well, let's watch them together. We watched them together. And,
Did you get to Annabelle? And I was like, what the
Oh, dude, I did all of them. I did The Conjuring 2, Annabelle Comes Home, Annabelle Creation, Annabelle Comes Home, The Curse of La Llorona. I did, what's it called? The Nun. I watched that for the second time. And then today, of course, I watched The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you this. I will give you a ranking at the end of the episode of all the Conjuring films, the Conjuring universe. It's safe to say that this universe has more losses than wins.
Pain.
Life
is
pain. But
pain.
god damn it, they make money. And that's the freaking reason these damn sucky movies keep getting made. I mean, because y'all watch them.
The budget for this was $39 million. That was quite expensive.
Yeah, quite expensive.
I mean, it didn't do great at the box office, but it made money.
Yeah. I mean, HBO Max numbers, we don't know, you know.
Oh yeah, and again, this is still COVID times. This COVID has not run its course
yet. So 57.9 million is still pretty good numbers during COVID.
Fucking better than Tenet.
Yep. So oh man, Brad, have you been up to anything? Watching anything?
Loki.
Loki, yeah, watched Loki.
I watched the first episode, Loki.
You won't be here tomorrow, so what's up?
I won't be here. So I liked it. I think it's a good start, but did I like it as much as Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Nope.
First episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, first episode of WandaVision.
And I don't know, like, because I was reading like the reviews of people who actually get to see it beforehand. Yeah. They're like, this is the best show out of all of them. I'm like, and after watching, I'm like, that was good. You know, that was definitely, as Rachel said, that was fan service.
Yeah. To be fair, they watched the first 2 episodes. The reviewers, the critics watched the first 2 episodes.
And I think what I put is, this is good. It's a good start. I want to see, but right now, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is still my fave.
Yeah. You'll have my thoughts tomorrow, but Rachel, I watched it with Rachel as well. Hold on, what did fucking Stacy say? The Devil Made Me Do It. So this is the one starring Charlie Sheen.
Man's got Warlock blood. No. Warlock blood, son.
Warlock blood, man. But I've been watching a lot of shit, bro. I started watching Love, Death, and Robots. It's pretty cool. I like that. It's pretty cool. It's like each of them are short films. So like it's an anthology series. Ooh. It's pretty cool. Like,
what's it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 volumes already. So there's 2 different sets of them. One of them is like there's like an ancient civilization inside their refrigerator, and they're like speedily going through time. So they start like as ancient, and then they go into like the future.
That sounds cool.
Loki was pretty good. I wouldn't mind one of those paper rights in the show. Maybe a red stapler.
Stapler. Stapler.
Oh,
I mean, I think Loki. I think Loki's definitely cool. Like the whole thing surrounding, like there's no magic there.
Yeah.
I think that's going to make for interesting moments.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, Loki's a fucking magical being.
I have a feeling that this is gonna add like a little bit of cushion before we get to like Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness.
I would imagine, because this is all about, you know, multiple universes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the sacred verse,
the sacred timeline. Yeah. All right. So Brad, let's go ahead and get into it. What's it called? If y'all have not watched it yet, the devil all the time. That Conjuring, the devil made me do it.
No, that was a good movie.
It's on HBO Max. And it is playing in theaters at the moment, so you guys can go check that out. If you haven't watched it, don't listen. You don't want spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers and you have watched it or whatever, right? This is your spoiler warning. And it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't you just love that noise, Brad? Throwback to First Cow. How disappointing that was. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, also known as The Conjuring 3, is a 2021 American supernatural horror film directed by Michael Chaves. Before I go on with this, y'all, this has about like 3 paragraphs of stuff I have to read.
How much was the last movie we reviewed? It was literally 1 paragraph.
Yeah, like a sentence. Like,
and what was that movie we reviewed?
What's it called? For On the Rocks? Yeah, On the Rocks.
Yeah, On the Rocks. And that was a fucking good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. May I remind you, y'all. Taste of Cherry has a sentence.
This is true.
Yeah. Directed by Michael Chaves with a screenplay by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick from a story by Johnson McGoldrick and James Wan. The film serves as a sequel to The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2. As the 8th installment in the Conjuring universe, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga reprised their roles as paranormal investigators and authors Ed and Lorraine Warren, with Ruairi O'Connor and Sarah Catherine Hook, and Julian Hilliard also starring. Juan and Peter Safran returned to produce the film, which is based on the trial of Arnie Cheyenne Johnson, a murder trial that took place in 1981, Connecticut. In addition to The Devil in Connecticut, a book about the trial written by Gerald Brittle. Initial development for a third Conjuring film began in 2016, though Wan stated that he would not be directing another film in the series due to scheduling conflicts with other projects. Safran confirmed that the next film would not be a haunted house film. By June 2017, it was officially announced that a third installment was in development, with David Leslie Johnson hired to write the screenplay. Michael Chaves was announced as the film's director after previously directing The Curse of La Llorona. Filming took place in Georgia in summer 2019. Hold on, David Leslie Johnson. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking about David. What's it called? Gordon Green, the writer and director of Halloween, the newest Halloween. Originally slated for a September 2020 release, the film was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It was released by Warner Bros. Pictures and New Line Cinema in the United States on June 4th, 2021, where it also has a simultaneous month-long release on the HBO Max streaming service. The film has grossed $57 million against a budget of $39 million and received mixed reviews from critics who praised the performances of Wilson and Farmiga, but noted it as weaker than previous Conjuring installments. So the film, of course, sits at an hour and 52 minutes. Yeah, 52 minutes. Of course, cinematography by Michael Burgess. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Brad? Don't make me go first, Brad.
I'll go first.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It?
I'm just going to say I give this movie a point just for the fact the small child punched Ed Warren in the fucking chest with a falcon punch.
Wait, Brad, you're not gonna give it a point for having the plate like literally fly and hit the fucking the priest?
Yeah, I'm giving a point for that too. So at least it's got at least 2 points right now. That was pretty, and just knocked him the fuck out. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, this was a movie. This was definitely a movie. Was I entertained? Sure. At moments.
Yeah.
Not through the whole fucking thing, but at moments. Was it good? No. It's a fucking Conjuring movie. I wasn't expecting it to be good.
Yeah.
I expected jump scares, which I got, which, one got me. The fucking the bath, the bed, the water bed one. And I should have known. I'm like, it's fucking in the water bed. Of course it's gonna be a jump scare. So fuck you, James Wan. I know that was your fucking shit. I liked the original Conjuring. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's getting kind of like they're running out of ideas. Like, let's go in the priest's creepy room now. Like, everybody has a fucking creepy room. and then it ends up being the priest's like creepy daughter he's hidden away. It's just so out there, and it's so kind of ridiculous, which it's a horror film. I get that. But it's just not good. Pacing's not good. I don't necessarily think a lot of the story is good. Like, it didn't really capture me. It's like, yeah, it's a witch. No shit. Like, once you found the little thing, we realized it was a witch. We realized it was a witch from the beginning.
It hasn't been a witch in like the 5 freaking 7 movies before it.
It's always a fucking witch. It just this one was
alive
this time.
Witch or something. Like, it's always
because the first one was a witch. They hung the witch.
Yeah.
If you remember that. Sorry for spoilers on the first one, but they did that. I forget the second one. I don't even remember the fucking second one. What happened to the second one?
Fuck if I remember. Dude.
I don't remember. But this one was another witch, but this was a live witch. And I give
this
credit.
Witch was really powerful witch, man.
Yeah, agreed. I give props to the contortions of some of these characters. I don't know if that was CGI or if that was actually like people able to contort their bodies. But this,
I think CGI.
Probably CGI. Yeah, it's not like an It.
Yeah.
It's just not a good movie role. I didn't enjoy it. I mean, it entertained me here and there, but it was one of those things like, yeah, I watched that. Cool.
So, I will say that I watched all of these films. 8 films. Out of 8, I like 3 of these movies.
That's not a very good percentage.
And this one is not included in the 3 that I like. I like Annabelle Creation.
Was the first Conjuring, maybe?
I like Annabelle Creation. I like The Conjuring. Okay. And I like Annabelle Comes Home.
So you like the Annabelle movies?
The first one sucks, bro. The first one is bad, bro.
But the second and third one are the ones to watch?
Yeah, I like those. I like those.
Like, I haven't watched any of the Annabelle.
The second one is made by the guy who did Shazam.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. But I have this to say. My thoughts aside on Curse of La Llorona, I was like, let me spoil this for you, y'all. I gave the Curse of La Llorona joined the club that Venom is in. I gave that shit half a star out of 5. That shit was terrible. But I will say this: Michael Chaves improved a lot in this film. I'm not even talking like primarily like story, like no. I'm talking like lighting, cinematography, like building the tension. Like he improved a lot in that, and you can tell. Like this movie compared to Llorona, it's vastly superior to Llorona. It's like way better, made way better, and looks better.
But we gotta say that's a low bar.
Yeah, but this movie starts out pretty interesting to me. I was like, oh, we're not doing the haunted house thing anymore. This is interesting because like they've been doing the haunted house thing for like freaking ages now. Like every single movie.
That's what the second one was. It was the British one.
Yeah. Annabelle Goes Hawaiian with Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Let's see if anybody remembers Aloha.
Oh God, no.
Where Emma Stone played a Hawaiian. So I was like, okay, I'm really interested. It's like, we're gonna move away from the whole haunted house thing. We're gonna go into like this true crime story based on like a real trial that happened. And like in the beginning, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then by the time we get done with the first act, it just loses me. Like it gets so freaking boring, dude.
Well,
like
it's shit we've seen before.
It's paced to absolute shit, dude.
Well,
like,
and they go to the police station.
Yeah.
And then they're next running out in the woods following a related story for sure. But it was like, I don't know. It just didn't captivate me.
Yeah. I just, it didn't grab my attention. Like it had my attention for like a good amount of time in the beginning, and then it just loses it because we're kind of going back into the same thing. And like, here we are. I'm thinking like, okay, what's been the strength of these movies? Like these last two, Ed and Lorraine, their relationship, the fact that most of these films are always centered around a family story. This wasn't at all that. Like no, this didn't like ever feel like, yes, we do get an emphasis on how much Lorraine loves Ed and stuff, but like the kid wasn't there. I never even bought the fact that the main character felt like they really loved the their partner, and like it was just so like it's just everything felt so like out of place within this movie.
Yeah, and just the when he's under that spell and he's sledgehammering shit. I mean, that was kind of a cool like way to see it from her point of view when he's just smashing things. They kind of they take bits and pieces, so they kind of took from The Shining in that whole thing, which was kind of cool. But at the same time, it's like they go back to the love is greater than all trope, and I don't know, maybe it's just to me poor writing.
Yeah. I felt that this movie, like, just first of all, like, God, did it not deserve that 112-minute runtime? Like, easily could have been an hour and 35, an hour and 40, dude. Oh my God, we were just like, there was just a lot here that was like, oh, like, does this conversation with the priest have to be this long, or like, do you really need to be spending so much time here? Like, let's go ahead and just move on already. Like, we're getting there. What's it called? This film never just didn't do it for me, man. It didn't do it for me. I didn't think it was like, terrible. I didn't think it was like Llorona terrible, but like, it was nothing that I really felt that was like, oh, like this is really good. And like, this was good. Like I had a really good time with it. Like
maybe that first, like you said, that first act.
Yeah.
Where, they like steal bits and pieces. So they stole from The Exorcist, that whole kind
they literally recreated The Exorcist shot.
They really did. And even into when The Exorcism, like they recreated some Exorcist shit. Really, that was, like you said, that was really the only, and it kept going kind of like that. It would have probably been good, but it went off into a whole nother territory where it just lost my interest.
Yeah, it just felt like everything we've seen before. It never felt like yes, the only thing different is that this wasn't a haunted house. This was a haunted person.
With actual live witch. Yeah. Which I mean, there was some cool things like the giant dead body, like she controlled. That was kind of cool. Okay, that's something I haven't seen before in this. But then that kind of gets swept away, and there's nothing really leads from that.
Yeah, but it follows the beats and drums of like the last movies, and doesn't like it doesn't want to concern it. It concerns itself with just following the formula instead of like trying to bring something new to it. Because like this is a third installment, dude. Like you're gonna make a lot of money. Just like try something with this and like do something like different than we've seen in the last 7 films. But like no, it's literally the same bits and pieces of how they do these last movies, but the problem is that they didn't do this one good. Like, they didn't do this any good.
No, I mean, and by the third one, like in any movie, you kind of start losing like especially because you're thinking you need to do what you did in the originals or the original two to continue on with that success, but it gets stale. This movie is stale.
Yeah, and then of course you're gonna ask me like, so like, like, oh, how does this like? What do you mean? So like, why don't you have the same gripes for like what's it called? Annabelle Comes Home and Annabelle Creation. Like those have really interesting stories that I kind of really like enjoyed watching them. And they, yes, of course, it always falls into the whole satanic stuff or like witches and like this and that. But like overall, like the three films that I like from this universe pretty much hold themselves up with a pretty damn good story.
Yeah,
and
like
here
the first
it's
Conjuring,
just like
the whole reason we have this Conjuring universe was the first Conjuring.
Yeah.
Which was really good.
And then like the vessel for our antagonist, like we don't really know much about what's his name? Rays or something. What's his name?
Are you thinking Arnie?
Arnie. We don't really know much about Arnie other than he loves his girlfriend. He what's it called? He lives with the brother and he cares about the brother a lot. And that's it. We don't know anything about Arnie. We don't know like if possibly he wasn't even possessed. He was like he had like mental issues or something, or like where did he grow up? What was his family situation like? Why did he suddenly move in with his partner's what's it called family? Like
that's another thing in this is you have a bunch of characters in this we don't give a fuck about because they don't say anything about them.
Yeah,
like the missing girls, like literally don't tell us anything other than they were missing and that one brutally stabbed the other one 22 times.
We're like, why was it easy? Why was this kid possessed? Why was it so easy for this kid to be possessed than the demon to possess, than the witch to possess, what's it called, Arnie right off the bat?
Yeah.
Like
it didn't really go into
things.
that.
Yeah. We don't get these things like, so like, did the dad die when the kid stabbed him? Like right off, like what happened? We never saw the dad after that part.
Yeah.
Like there's just a lot that this movie does that it's just like it concerns itself with other things that we're like seeing over and over again, but it doesn't concern itself with kind of like moving the story in like an interesting way for me.
Yeah, and the story, like you just said, like it makes us generally not care what's happening.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. Surely they have an after credit scene with Samuel L. Jackson. That would have made it better. That's your connection to Spiral, the book of Saw, from the book of Saw, which I heard was just as shit. Yeah, man, this just lost its mark for me. But I will give credit where credit is due. Michael Chaves, what's it called? But like really improved with the visual techniques and all that, and like really how he framed this movie and how he basically shot this movie. It looks good, and it has a pretty damn good score behind it, and like Vera and Patrick do good with their chemistry, and
they just do what they do in every other Conjuring movie,
and it doesn't feel as important than the last two movies we've seen. Like, let me go ahead and give this to you guys. On the first one, we find out that like we see their relationship for the first time, and they do a really good job because he doesn't want because Vera doesn't get possessed. But like Ed does his first exorcist, and we're like, okay, cool. This is the family. This is this couple learning with each other and learning how to like work. In the second one, Lorraine has the vision of Ed getting killed. So throughout the whole film, she's trying to make sure that Ed doesn't get killed, and she's making sure that everything goes well to the point that like she's trying to stop any sudden possibility of Ed dying, especially like towards the end when he's holding on to the curtain. Like we get that, and then in this, it's like, oh yeah, want to know how we met? And like, okay, that's enough to get us to care that Ed is gonna die here. Like we saw that in the last one, and it was done better in the last one.
Yeah, and
I didn't like Conjuring 2.
We get he has heart troubles, and it was it just ended up being kind of corny in my mind. Like I know Brenda cried at the gazebo scene, but to me it was kind of. I don't know if she'll come on, but
no, it's fine. I just wanted to know if you knew that Brenda liked it.
Well, give me.
Okay, I'll give you a second. But yeah, and I'll say this, like, guys, I didn't like Conjuring 2. I don't like Conjuring 2. I think that Conjuring 2 kind of follows the same beats of Conjuring 1, but does it a little bit different. But I still enjoyed Conjuring 2 a lot more than I like Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It. But I'm just, I just didn't enjoy this at all. Like, this just, it had me for a good time in the first act for like the first 20 minutes. And then it just loses me as the first act ends, and then the last two acts happen, and it's just, yeah. But I have a feeling that we're gonna continue on with this universe. We're probably gonna get that Crooked Man movie, and we're probably gonna get the Nun sequel more than likely. But what's up, Brad?
No.
All I want to know is Brenda liked it.
It was a movie. I'll give you her score at the end when we get through this. But yeah, they're not going to end this. This is a moneymaker. No. This is a fucking moneymaker series, which I totally get. But
yeah, we're gonna get a
like I was kind of looking like I like the Ed and Lorraine Warren stories. Like, it's kind of cool, like them following them in these movies. But it's just lackluster, and it's like they didn't really know what to do.
Yeah. Get Juan to do these damn movies, man.
Yeah.
Or like, don't get the movie. Don't get the director who did the movie in your universe that's the lowest grossing and that a lot of people had complaints about. Like, I don't get it. Like, there are so many other directors. Gary Dauberman did a great job on Annabelle Comes Home. Why did you not get Gary Dauberman? Or like David F. Sandberg's doing Shazam Wrath of the Fury of the Gods right now. So, you can't do that. But like, I get it. Why? Possibility of why James Wan didn't do this one, because he was working on Malignant and he was working on probably pre-production for Aquaman 2. So I get it. Yeah, I get why Wan didn't come back for this.
So basically, Michael Chavez was available.
Michael Chavez was available, and I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and give you all. I'm gonna go ahead and give The Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do. I rarely give like 4s, right? Like I usually go like. It's either floats around 5 to 2, 7, 8.5, 9, and then 9.5 or 10. I'm gonna give this fucking movie a 4. I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 10. It's been a while since I've given a 4. I usually say that it's worse for me to give a movie a 5 because it's like, oh, it exists. Like I really don't care much. Like I'm gonna forget this. It's just, I just didn't like this movie at all. This is a 4 out of 10.
No, not the best. So Brenda scores it 5 out of 10, and I agree with it. It's 5. Like I told you, said at the beginning, it's a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, parts of it entertain me, but like it doesn't live up to that first Conjuring that started this whole thing off.
Yeah. If you guys want to know my my ranking, here you go. So we have at number 8, we have The Curse of La Llorona with half a star out of 5.
Can you read the review? Can we read the review? I want to read this. Great. Very, very, very precise, bro. Like, you didn't have to go too much into like to explain your thoughts on that one.
The review said horseshit. Well, maybe they improved with Conjuring 4. Conjuring 4 with Tokyo Drift.
I would fucking watch that. Yeah, that's when Han comes back, I hear.
Yeah. The Nun at number 7 with 1 out of 5. Annabelle at number 6 with 1.5 out of 5. Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It at number 5 with 2 out of 5. The Conjuring 2 at number 4 with 2.5 out of 5. Annabelle Comes Home at number 3 with 3 out of 5. The Conjuring at number 2 with 3 out of 5 as well. And then at number 1, I have Annabelle Creation for 2017.
I'm gonna have to watch these Annabelle movies.
What's it called? 4 out of 5. Then the first one sucks ass, bro.
Could I just skip the first Annabelle and know what the fuck's going on?
I would say just watch it for a good time to laugh at a movie or something. You're like there's some bad acting in that movie, bro. There is some bad acting. But
I mean, I at least with with the actor and actress for Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. They bring exactly what they need to, like in every movies, which doesn't really change. And I don't mind seeing them on screen, but at the same time, this story fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they can't hold up the movie, man. And how much? Like, come on, y'all. Let's move on. Like, I want to move on already. Like, stop with the satanic thing and like
like
witch
let's
thing.
do some cool shit.
Like, let's just straight up like delve into something else. Delve into something, because like it's literally becoming cookie cutter at this point.
It really is cut and paste.
Yeah, but we're gonna get a fourth Conjuring for sure eventually. We're probably gonna get that Crooked Man movie. I am interested in the Crooked Man movie, because that was like the one thing from Conjuring 2 that I was like, oh, that's really cool. I want to know more about the Crooked Man. But and probably get that Nun sequel. God damn, I fucking would hate to see that. But we're probably gonna get that. But delve into Ghostbusters. Oh wait, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Ain't afraid no ghost. But yeah, guys, that's our review of The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Thank you to HBO Max. I was not gonna end up watching this in theaters. Fuck
yeah,
no.
I'm kind of glad I didn't go see this in theaters. I would have been really disappointed and spent way too much money.
Yeah, Brett. Now that you did this, are you kind of glad that you decided to stay in?
Yeah, I'm like, I know I promised my little sister this, but I'm kind of glad, because this was just fucking disappointing.
No, take her to something. Take her to Black Widow, dude. Yeah,
Green Knight.
Green Knight. Do something.
Black Widow might be a good one actually to
next
see
month.
in theaters. Yeah,
it's next month.
When's the Green Knight come out?
Next month.
Sweet.
I think it's July 31st.
All right, I'm gonna see that shit.
Either way, I know that's way on the radar. We're fucking ready for that. But this just didn't do it, y'all. And it's what it is. What it is, y'all. It really is. It's a movie, and it's a movie. It's a movie. So next week is gonna look a lot different, Brad. Let's go ahead and choose here. What do we want to do from the mini pods? Like right now. Like,
all right, what are the choices? What would
okay, so it's going to be different. It's probably going to be difficult to do 24 frames right now with Aiden, because he's probably busy
as fuck.
Yeah. By the way, Aiden, congratulations on streaming. What's it called? You came back to streaming. We have 24 frames, right? We have Fellini Satyricon. We have Booty Call,
which Dwayne wants to do with us.
Yeah, short notice to probably book Dwayne right now, but we'll probably do that one the following week. But 48 hours and Rumblefish and the Bling Ring.
I'm down for 48 hours.
All right, cool. We'll do 48. So on Monday, live on here, and then up on the audio on Tuesday morning, we'll be doing 48 hours from Eddie Murphy. We're gonna go through these movies that we should be doing for mini pod, and then hopefully soon next week we'll probably record a mini pod from the questions we still have.
So for the mini pod, is that commentary or is that
review? We're gonna review
gotcha.
That shit. Review that shit. Yeah. We're gonna do that. So next week we will be doing 48 hours for our review on Monday. Wednesday will be our Patreon commentary. Thursday, we will review. Okay, what week is it right now?
Time's an illusion, bro.
Time is an illusion, right, bro? Okay, now, yeah. Let's pick another one, bro. What's another one you want to do?
like another movie or another mini pod?
Mini pod.
I'm down to do Fellini Satyricon. That sounds cool.
Satyricon? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do Satyricon on Thursday. So that will be that for Thursday for next week's schedule for the main show, y'all. So thank you all so much. Thank you for bearing with us. You know, it's a little bit tough right now, but we're gonna try to get through it, and then hopefully on July we'll you know how it goes. We'll give you guys the rundown on what we want, what the theme will be on next month, and then for now, do me a favor, watch a better horror movie than this. I know it's hard to find some because HBO Max is the big service right now, so you're inclined to go just watch the new Conjuring movie. Watch a better horror movie. There are a lot better ones. I recommend.
There's a lot out there.
Yeah, La Llorona 2019 on Shudder from Jairo Bustamante. Great film, way better than this. And Curse of La Llorona.
Also, there's still the Banana Splits movie.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but it's the Tra-La-La Terror, and it's for like $4 at Target.
Nathan Fillion's autograph. Fuck off. All right, man. with that said, Brad. Oh, with that said, I want to thank everybody who's here. Stacy, you're always here, bro. We thank you, man. We really do.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Also thank our Patreon supporters. Without them, this would not be possible. And want to thank our
not this quality.
Not in this quality. The producers, the writers, and it would literally, if it would not be with this quality until I have met, like, if we had gotten to where we're at right now, what's it called, and I would have my PC and everything, maybe I would be able to do it in this quality through with what I learned from Burke. But I also would not have a second monitor. So, the patrons do a lot of stuff for us. Mm-hmm. So we want to thank our producers and our writers. Our associate producer, Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah. We love you so much. And our executive producer is Mr. Shane XSRK. Brad, where can they find him?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at XSRK_, and go to thriftedIO.com, buy some cool shit from him.
All right. And as always, we want to thank our writers, Brown Rice 96 on everything. Rice, thank you. We await Terminator Genesis next month. Holy fuck, man. Alex, I literally told Alex that that's the next one we have to do. And Alex was like, oh, good luck with that bullshit. He's like, Alex literally said he finished watching it and he looked around. He's like, did y'all see that bullshit? He goes, that shit was terrible.
So what you're saying is you're going to give the review and call it horse shit.
Yeah. Don't you just love my reviews, Brad?
Horse shit. Yeah. Well, I was expecting like a big long paragraph or something, and it just said horse shit. I'm like,
sometimes I just don't give a shit, bro. Like I don't want to give anything like an actual review.
I mean, at least it wasn't not enough feet. Like Jesus.
Oh, we want to thank our other writer, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Thank you so much, Tony. We really do love you, man. Thank you so much. You can find him at Real Nerdy Dad on Instagram and Twitter. I mean, Instagram. Not Instagram, sorry, Twitter. He doesn't have Instagram.
He's got Twitch, though.
Tony?
And he keeps sending me videos. Thanks, Tony.
Twitch?
He's on Twitch sending me videos he likes to the account that I keep watching. So I send him videos back.
Wait, you can send things on Twitch?
Yeah, you can send like videos and shit. Like if you like a video, you can share that with like other people. Yeah.
Are you sure you're not talking about TikTok?
TikTok. Sorry, TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I know that he's on TikTok. Yeah, he loves TikTok, but he uses it only to like watch stuff.
Yeah, and he sends me stuff he watches, and I send him stuff back that I watch. So
oh my god, I hate y'all so much.
It's total gang.
Thank you so much, Captain Salami. We'll catch you guys on the next one. But as always, it's been a wonderful time. We hope to see you guys next week. But you can catch me tomorrow on the Nerdcore Live Show. We're going to review Loki, and then Saturday and Sunday is off. Saturday for our patrons, you guys are going to get to watch live the Cinema Condition number 43. We're talking about Mary and Max with Julia. Come in, join us. And then on Wednesday, live for everybody on the Cinema Condition feed. It'll be live for everybody. But yeah, hope you all have a good day. Brad, set them out.
All right, roll. Thank you, host as always. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to Stacy for joining us today in chat. For every chat. So thank you, Stacy. We truly appreciate that. And I guess to end this episode, I'll just say go watch an actual good movie.
Horseshit.
You can skip Conjuring 3 and apparently La Llorona.
Do yourself a favor and never watch La Llorona. Dude, you know how bad it is that HBO Max didn't even put it in the Conjuring Universe folder.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, they're like, and they were like having a whole debate on whether that movie's part of the universe or not. The father from the Annabelle movies is there, and Father Perez is in there, and they make a connection to the Warrens. This is in the universe. Stop trying to make up for the fact that there's a shit movie in this universe.
Yeah, HBO trying to just wash it away, trying to drown that film. But anyways, thank you guys. Love you. Young Yoda out.